at the stage because leadership is from the top. I'm up here on the 3rd floor. Everybody up on the 3rd floor, make some noise! Here's what we're gonna do. It's a competition between all the floors. Everybody on the 3rd floor, look down at the people below you and say, ha ha, I'm taller than you. Now I'm on the 2nd floor. Everybody on the 2nd floor, what's up? Make some noise! Yeah! Everybody do this. If you're on the 2nd floor, say, I am great. I am amazing. And the 2nd floor is the best. Everybody on the ground floor, there's more of you there than anywhere else. If you're on the ground floor, make some noise! Guys up top, what do you think of that? Who's better? Who's louder? My name is John Beatty. I'm 27 years old, and I'm a rock climber from Las Vegas. I want to start today by asking you guys 3 questions. Question number 1, and I need an enthusiastic Georgia response to each one of these questions. How many of you guys would like to leave here today with more money in your wallet, pocket, or purse than you came in? Put up your right hand and say, oh yeah! Question number 2, how many of you guys would like to leave here today better looking, more attractive, and more sexy than when you came in? Put up your left hand and say, oh yeah! This guy's like, heck yeah. Question number 3, how many of you guys like to have a good time between now and when we're done in about 30 minutes with my speech? Put up both hands and say, that's me! Then everybody say, good news! The good news is that you're in the right place at the right time, because I am just like you. In my life, I want to have more fun, more success, and great relationships while I'm doing it. Everybody do this. Tap the person's shoulder on the right side next to you and say, you lucky to be sitting next to me. Tap the person's shoulder on the other side and say, no, you lucky to be sitting next to me. Everybody please clap once. Clap twice. The truth of the matter is that I am lucky to be standing in front of all of you. Not only because you guys are incredible and cool people, but because there was a time in my life when I'm convinced I'm about to die. My fingertips are all chapped and cracked, covered in blood. My arms are twitching from lactic acid buildup. This bead of sweat forms on my forehead, dribbles down to my nose, hangs there for just a moment. Then it falls and falls and falls. 250 feet to the ground below me. I'm rock climbing in central Washington State. The only thing stopping my whole body from slamming into the granite rocks below me is 250 feet of nothing. And if you were there, you'd see that I have a harness, and it's tied to my climbing partner, Greg. He's about from me to, what is your name right here? On the end? Amber? He's about from me to Amber. So I'm tied to Amber or Greg. Amber or Greg is tied to me, but he or she is not tied to anything else. So if I fall, who falls as well? Amber or Greg or Gregamber or whatever you want to call her, right? About 2 minutes earlier, we're sitting on a ledge, and it's about the size of one of the seats that you're in right now, and we're mashed up against each other like this. And I say, Greg, look, the first bolt is right there. If I can get to that, we'll be fine. He says, no, you got to put in some gear, some protection here in case something goes wrong. You'll be okay. I say, don't worry about it. We've been climbing all day, no problem. And I started to traverse out. And at first, it was easy, just like I thought it would be. But then the rock got steeper and steeper and sharper and sharper. It gets to a spot where it's so sharp that the rubber on my shoes is being cut off and falling to the ground below me. That's why my fingertips are all covered in blood. And I get to a spot that's bare. It's bald as Mr. Clean's head. There is nowhere to go. And I look over to Greg, and I go, Greg, I'm gonna fall. And he goes, don't. I go, I can't help it, I'm gonna go. And he says 2 words that would change my life. In fact, they ended up becoming the title of the very first book that I ever wrote. He looks me square in the eye and he says, John, climb on. And those 2 words, climb on, they may never save your life, but they can make it a whole lot better. Because today, I'm gonna show you how you can get anything that you want out of your life. If that sounds good to you, like to learn how you can get anything that you want, tap the person's shoulder in front of you.